if I ask her, girl, have you lost weight? She'd probably act surprised and roll her eyes, but I bet she'd still feel great. But if I tell her, hey, let's stay in tonight, I'll cook your favorite meal, it'll make you feel like everything's alright. She'll cut me off and without hesitation say, so you forgot to make the reservation. Well, she can read me like a book, lets me know with just one look. She ain't buying what I'm selling, and I know her well enough, know she'll always call my bluff. Some lies ain't worth telling. It's 2 a.m. got the money she spent. She's asleep in bed, so I decide to head downstairs for a snack. Fridge door open, reaching for the chocolate cake, when I heard a sound makes me turn around and see a big smile on her face. Oh, hey, babe, where's that vegan kale from California? She says, grab a chair, I'll fix a big bowl for you. Well, she can read me like a book, lets me know with just one look. She ain't buying what I'm selling, and I know her well enough, know she'll always call my bluff. Some lies ain't worth telling. If I come home and I've got troubles on my mind, she'll look at me, and if I say I'm feeling fine, she'll look me in the eye and say I've got some time. She can read me like a book, lets me know with just one look. She ain't buying what I'm selling, and I know her well enough, know she'll always call my bluff. And if I say I'd have it any other way, well, some lies ain't worth telling. Some lies ain't worth telling.
I like that.
You hear that one okay?
Yes, that was perfect.
All right, great. Well, this next song was inspired. I've been watching Ian perform is always a treat, and that Civil War song, I sort of agree with you. It's one of my favorites of his, and so I heard it one time. I said, okay, I got to write me a Civil War song. Now, I think his probably could talk to Ken Burns, and maybe it should be on that series. I'm targeting a little bit of a smaller thing. This is about a true story, and there's a bunch of people in some county up in Pennsylvania that reenact this every few years, and so I'm hoping that maybe they'll like this one. It's called The Ballad of Francis Barlow, amazing true story. My name is Francis Barlow, gifted lad I'm told, was a lawyer in New York City, just 26 years old. When Justin called for volunteers in 1861, I enlisted the next morning, barely knowing what I'd done. Told my Arabella that night, I love you, but for now I must fight. Oh, I must fight. Arabella, 10 years older, for me a lucky catch, a woman strong as any man with intellect to match. Next morning we were married, and she swore that she would stay as close to me as possible. Soon she found a way. A nurse, an angel in the mud, amid the filth, the dying, and met my match at Gettysburg, our brigade overrun, left for dead in a cornfield by a ball from a rebel gun. But a noble foe took pity, thinking I'd soon breathe my last, and sent for Arabella, be with me when I pass. She slipped through the lines that night. Somehow her loving care saved my life. Oh, she saved my life. Over half a year went by, she nursed me day and night. Then she went back to care for wounds, and I went back to fight. No matter what they'd thrown at her, she'd never known defeat, till I heard that she'd been taken ill in the brutal summer heat. Saw her just one more time again before God took her to be with him. Somehow I'm still standing, now this hell is done, but my heart and soul are broken with Arabella gone. I never will remarry, but I surely won't forget the woman who once loved me, who briefly shared my bed. Now 30, my life will start, 2 lifetimes of sorrow in my heart. Oh, such sorrow in my heart. Oh.
Good.
Now I'm going to move this fabulous Colorado capo up here on my neck.
Yeah. Show it. Raise it up here a little bit and let everybody look at it.
Yeah, this is Colorado capo. It's designed to get out of your way while you play, so that's the idea behind it. And on ColoradoCapo.com, you can read all about it. It's I'm not selling. I'm just mentioning it as a website. So this song is a song written about something as a ritual that we spent some time in Colorado. There's a bunch of monks that come up there and they build these sand mandalas, and then after a week they put them back in the river. So this is a song called the Sand Mandala. Stands calmly by the flowing river's edge, and sand slips through his fingers and catches gently in the wind. A beautiful sand mandala, so intricate and full of color. A week of loving labor quietly meets its end. Art, now just sand. And sometimes I wonder, is it all worth the pain? Everything torn asunder in its day. But I never say never. I'm not one to complain, and nothing lasts forever anyway. For years, most every evening, we sat around that table, family time together, sharing stories from our day. Tonight is just so different as we sit down to our supper. A place now is empty, just fond memories remain. A child on their own. And sometimes I wonder, is it all worth the pain? Everything torn asunder in its day. But I never say never. I'm not one to complain, and nothing lasts forever anyway. A monk stands calmly by the flowing river's edge. The sand slips through his fingers and catches gently in the wind. Okay, this is a fairly recent song. I'm hoping it'll be on my website here soon, because it's not just going to be relevant only for a short period of time, but ironically we're on Zoom as I speak, so this is appropriate. This is a song called Zoom. I used to climb on airplanes once or twice a week. It was what you had to do to get things done. Each way could take 4 hours, stuck in a middle seat. No matter where, I'd never see the sun. Then the world changed, seems like years ago. To travel now, I never leave the room. I can have my boxers on, no one needs to know. I always look my best when I'm on Zoom. Zoom, it's my new best friend. I can surely recommend meetings like you've never had before. Zoom takes me everywhere, never have to leave my chair, and all of the cool new backgrounds to explore. Well, ain't it great now everyone has Zoom? Need to make a quick call? Why, call when Zoom will do. Pretty soon I filled up half my day. Every hour in my email, 10 more Zooms, which to choose. Not sure I can keep on living this way. Zoom, is it my friend? Maybe I should think again. Don't know half the people in those squares. Zoom, it owns my day. Really not sure why. Hey, put yourself on mute. The kids are there. Life's getting kind of weird when I'm on Zoom. Our granddaughter blows out the candle. She just turned 3. And we watch as she turns to her mom and asks, why aren't they here with me? Beds in disrepair, fancy bookshelves everywhere. My background makes my hairline disappear. Zoom, hey, you're still on mute. Well, at least his dog is cute. I give up, it's time to grab a beer. And think back to when we'd never heard of Zoom. Yeah, when we managed to live living without Zoom. Let's face it, life was so much better before Zoom.
Changed a lot, didn't it?
Huh?
I said Zoom changed a lot, didn't it?
Yeah, well, I was hoping I could sell it to them, but I think the last half may not be what they're interested in.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. Good song, though.
So this is another song that's a true story. It's a little bit more current, but it was one of those you read about. You just got to go. There's a song there somewhere. So, a song called "Simple Man." I am a simple man, ain't got much to say. My wife was with me 40 years, almost to the day. That final year, the pain and tears, the cancer finally won. She said it's time to cross the line, now go and get your gun. And I went and got my gun. Some trains are bound for heaven, some trains are bound for hell. Which train I'll be riding on, only God can tell. Well, the sheriff said, don't go back in, leave her where she lie. Through my tears I begged him, please, I have to say goodbye. But he said, no, it's time to go, I'm taking you to jail. Those crying eyes and made-up lies won't throw me off your trail. I see right through that veil. Some trains are made for heaven, some trains are bound for hell. Which train I'll be riding on, only God can tell. Given a life without parole by a jury of my peers. Her pleading face haunts me now as days fade into years. I tried to show I loved her so I stayed right by her side. I just can't see how I could be that monster they describe. I stayed right by her side. Some trains are bound for heaven, some trains are bound for hell. Which train I'll be riding on, only God can tell. Which train I'll be riding on, only God can tell.
Good one. Hey, John, I was in the studio with Joe Milton this week. He said that Martin guitar you got's about the best he's ever heard. He'd love to have it.
Well, you know, the person that had this guitar before me, although I keep looking for how to make it play like that, was Brad Paisley. But if it tells you anything, this is one of the ones he kind of tossed away because it was no good. It just is kind of.
Well, Joe said it was a fine guitar.
It's just a nice guitar. I like it a lot. So I have time for one more song. Harry?
I'm sorry. You got two more if you need it. You got about 9 minutes.
Oh well.
According to my wristwatch, that's what I'm going by.
Okay, well, good. I can make that work. So this song is inspired by the nice weather we've been having. It may be you may listen to it and kind of go too soon, yeah, maybe. And it's a little bit. It's written about a part of the country that's a little different than here. It's called December. Days fading, winds changing, He's flying south proclaiming summer's gone away. Cool mornings, leaves turning, faint smell of fires burning, autumn's turn to play. And though we know the snow will soon be falling, when winter's chill arrives, these days amaze, ablaze in ways that make us thrill to be alive. Fall colors soon over, leaving our landscape duller. Bright hues fade to gray. Then winter will enter, become a cold tormentor in its white beret. No fears, it's clear that here we're warm and cozy, free from coming gloom. Our time sublime, we lie here by the fire, safe inside our womb. Days grow shorter as winter takes its hold. Dusk ever sooner comes to pass. The days, they just go by so fast. December, deep winter, the year's last burning ember, with its darkness comes. Though Christmas presents us its cheer that briefly lifts us, still the year succumbs. Descends, the clock strikes midnight, a kiss, then we must go. We sigh goodbye, then try to linger briefly, then leave alone. Well, since I played that, I didn't know what chord it ended on. I'll end with one that's, I'll tell you what, one that's a little more, still relevant, I think, in today's world. I've got Facebook on my phone. I always text when I'm alone. Take a selfie with my spouse. I'd Instagram if I knew how. I'm on my phone for hours. It's become a part of me. I've got AMD. What's that, you ask? A acquired millennial disorder. We call it AMD. We get it from our children, just like insanity. Acquired millennial disorder. We want everything for free. That sure as hell means music. We've all got AMD. Send me mail of some import, but you'd better keep it short. Too many words, I lose the train. Concentration such a strain. My attention span's gone AWOL. My patience in full retreat. I've got AMD. Told my boss I need some space. Hope this won't affect my raise. Just some time to find myself. A month or 3 in San Miguel. I don't know why he's cranky. It seems so fair to me. I've got AMD. Acquired millennial disorder. We call it AMD. We get it from our children, just like insanity. Acquired millennial disorder. We want everything for free. No more morning paper. We've all got AMD. I'm at Walmart every day, helping people find their way. That's 'cause Starbucks told me no. They said I'm cool but just too old. Well, I'm just like that kid they hired. I got my master's in history. I've got AMD. Acquired millennial disorder. We call it AMD. Get it from our children, just like insanity. Acquired millennial disorder. We want everything for free. Don't need no stinking landline. We've all got AMD. Acquired millennial disorder. My burger's gluten-free. Just tell me that I'm awesome, 'cause I've got AMD.